Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, and welcome to Storytime with Bunny. This is episode number 2. What you guys are watching in the background here is me playing a little bit of Hardpoint in the map Detroit with a class that I would normally never use, but I decided to have some fun and mess around and honestly try to make people mad at me. It is the MDL Shockwave and a Stinger, and I hate playing against classes like this. Like, people that use this kind of stuff really make me mad, but I figured it'd be fun to make other people mad. But anyways, the story I have for you guys today is kind of the origins of how my gaming career started, what I played as a kid, and what kind of games I enjoy playing and stuff like that. So let's get into it, shall we? The first console I remember owning as a kid is the Nintendo 64, and this was when I was about, I don't know, like 8-ish or so, something like that. And I had all the classic games like Mario 64. I had both Pokemon Stadiums. My Xbox. My Nintendo 64 was covered in Pokemon stickers because I was a kid and I was really into Pokemon at the time. Shut up. But I'd say my favorite game of the Nintendo 64 had to be NHL 95. Because me and my father and my brother played that game all the time, and it was just super simple and fun. I kind of compare it to like little arcade games, kind of like Angry Birds and stuff, where it's like super simple to play and really short but super fun. So yeah, that's my Nintendo 64. I do remember owning this game called Superman on Nintendo 64. It is by far the worst game I've ever owned personally. All you did was fly around through rings with the worst controls ever, and even as a kid, I bought that game my own money as a kid, and even as a kid I knew that game was just horrible beyond belief. Like, quality control apparently didn't exist back then. It still doesn't exist to this day. But anyways, the other console I remember playing a lot as a kid was one that I didn't know, my brother did. It was the PlayStation 1. We played a game called Tekken 3 on that console all the time. And we'd always pick the same two characters. I'd pick Haorong. I probably butchered that name, so forgive me. He's like a kicking kind of a guy, and my brother always picked this. I don't remember the name of the character, but it was kind of like Bruce Lee-esque in the way it played and fought and stuff. But anyways, we would play with the same two characters all the time, and he would always beat me. But I remember this one time, just one time, I beat him by spamming the triangle button, which is just like the basic kick. And that's a perfect example of how somebody with no skill at a fighting game can beat somebody who actually knows what they're doing because of cheap moves. But anyways, I was so happy that I finally beat him, right? So I rubbed it in his face for like 10 minutes. I was like, haha, I beat you. And I was very young at the time. And he got really mad at me and punched me, which made me go crying to mom and dad, and I got him grounded for 2 weeks because it hurt. So yeah, I got my brother grounded for 2 weeks because I beat him one time at Tekken 3. But the next console that I remember owning personally was the PlayStation 2. I love playing games like Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1, 2, and 3 on that. I mean, I spent so many hours playing that. And in Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, the final boss was Kid Buu, and I could never beat him because you had to do this thing where you had to spin the joysticks really fast, and the computer cheats. The game just cheats. It's unbeatable. But I gotta say, on PlayStation 2 was when I first kind of got introduced into Call of Duty, and my favorite Call of Duty of all time is still on that console. It's called Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1, and I probably played the campaign on that game like way more hours than I have played online combined with any other Call of Duty games. Like, I played that campaign so many times. The story was just amazing. And honestly, as a kid, it made me sad when people died because the story was just that good. But besides those consoles, I did have a 360 for a while. Like, that was my third console that I owned personally, but I didn't really get into it until after a few years, because at age 11 I was really into World of Warcraft at the time. Like, World of Warcraft dominated my life from age 11 to age like 17. And that's a kind of story for a different episode, because World of Warcraft was just such a major part of my life that it would take a whole episode just to explain it. But we are coming up to the end of the video here. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. It was, like I said, not normally how I normally play it, but it was fun just to kind of mess around and try to blow people up. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Enjoy playing your games, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!
Friendly UAV above. Hostiles have captured the hard point.